Hi, this is Andy, and this week on Turning 2 we're going to be looking at Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince and I Love You, Beth Cooper. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, based on J.K. Rowling's book, obviously, directed by David Yates. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. They've been slowly making progress every movie. The first two, pretty horrible. The third one was just kind of different thematically and structurally from the rest of them. And 4 was kind of a movie put together by Legos, and it was just very stiff. And 5 and 6 have both progressed into kind of actual movies, 6 possibly being the best. It's similar to the book, but different. It cuts out a lot of things that are just not necessary. So people complain about, well, it's not similar to the book, it's not the same thing, they took this out, I liked this, I didn't like this, blah, blah, blah. But none of that matters. They're two separate works, and that's what's important to keep in mind, is that it's a movie. It should stand alone, and it shouldn't be compared to other things, especially the book that it came from. David Yates does a good job of composing the shots, of keeping it together, making every scene count and move forward the story and the plot. It progresses nicely. Even at 2.5 hours, things are always happening no matter what, which is something that if you just put everything in the book, it can get really bogged down in. The acting is what it is, basically, and the story is what it is. I mean, you know, it's not the greatest thing ever, but it's enjoyable. It's an adventure movie and a well-executed one. It's probably in the top 5 of the year so far, around 6.5 or a 7. I Love You, Beth Cooper. A movie that would probably be okay if it came out maybe 15 years ago. It's a teen comedy about a nerd who's a valedictorian, but he loves this girl, and blah, 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 blah. It's horrible. It's a 1. It's the worst movie of the year so far. It's not funny. It doesn't do anything. It's just set piece to set piece to set piece. And nothing really happens. It's, you know, just stupid and not really enjoyable on any level. Something that is interesting about it is that it uses the kind of Family Guy setup of smash cuts or cutaways to other situations or other times to get jokes in, which was interesting that a live action movie was doing that, but again, just didn't really work, wasn't that funny or well executed on any level. I Love You, Beth Cooper is just horrible. So next week we're going to be looking at The Ugly Truth and The Hurt Locker. See you then.